Welcome back to Girls Rewatch,
a podcast about girls,
TV,
and girls on TV. I'm Amelia Rataller.
And I'm Evan Lazarus.
And today we are covering Broad City Season 2, Episode 9, Coat Check.
Uh-oh. Amelia, you want to do a little synopsis and then we can talk about our life?
Yeah, okay.
She's ready.
Abbi and Ilana get a gig running Coat Check at a rich people event. Ilana sees Alia Shawkat playing the character of Adele and falls so hard they are instantly smooching and eating a cannoli. Meanwhile, Ilana did the coat check wrong, so all the coats are mixed up, and Abbi has to help do all the coat getting back. And then Kelly
She's doing
Ripa,
a circle of friends for coats.
Literally, and then Kelly Ripa shows up, and Abby's like, I don't have your coat, but I will find it because I love you so much. And so the A-plot of the episode is Abbi trying to get Kelly's coat back from this guy who first just broke up with his girlfriend because the girl needs to have more sexually free life. And David Wayne is kind of there being like, but I want her back, I'll buy her dinner. And Abby's like, that's not gonna happen, girl. But anyways, Abbi goes on a solo journey to Kelly Ripa's awesome apartment, and they get blackout drunk. Kelly's smoking crack, they're going crazy. Abby's star crush idol shipping, freaking out. Meanwhile, Ilana and Alia Shawkat fuck, and Ilana is like, I'm in love, this girl's perfect. But then Abbi meets her and is like, Ilana, by the way, this girl looks exactly like you. And then Ilana gets the ick and they can't be together anymore. And that's kind of the end of the episode.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
That's a really amazing episode synopsis. What I want to talk about is the TV show Younger, which I think is having a real moment now that's on Netflix again.
You know who I met last night?
Tell me.
A girl who is Amy Sherman Palladino's personal assistant.
I met her too, but she's not part of that show.
A part of Younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sutton Foster is in all of Amy Sherman Palladino's projects.
Except for Gilmore Girls.
Well, the revival.
Oh, she is in a revival.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, wait, who is she in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
She comes in all the time, apparently. Because this girl last night was telling me Sutton's in everything. Also, Amy Sherman Palladino wrote the Once Upon a Mattress revival.
Yes, I heard about this.
I didn't know this.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, I was honored to meet her assistant and hear
Well, by
stories.
the way, I have to clarify something. This
Yeah.
girl, I don't think she intentionally lied to you, but she is Amy Sherman Palladino's assistant.
Yes.
Yes.
No, she did clarify that. But I was you're her assistant.
For dramatic effect, of course.
Yeah, of
to be an
course.
assistant's assistant.
But what do you want to say about Younger? It's on Netflix or what?
It has that interesting lens of it takes place during a similar time that Girls does, that Broad City does, but it's written in a completely different fashion.
And Hilary Duff is way diff than Abbi and Ilana.
Yes, because
Here's
she's playing a different character, but I wouldn't say the actual character is so outside the world. You could see Hilary Duff's character in Younger in the TV show Broad City, and it wouldn't feel so crazy, but they were playing a more satirical version of what Hilary Duff's character is. It'd definitely be rooted. Her character's definitely more rooted in reality than the universe of Broad City is.
With all due respect, Evan, I just really disagree entirely on that premise, because the thing about Hilary Duff's character in Younger is she's just cooler and has a job. Unlike these unemployed losers in their flop era.
What does cool mean to you, though?
I guess girls who have jobs.
No,
I'm
absolutely.
pro girl boss. These two aren't. The performers are girl bosses.
And something we're learning this season, they are gig workers.
They're gig.
Which is my reality
they're
too,
gig,
of course.
They're gig economy.
They're gig economy.
Which there's nothing wrong with what they're up to. I'm just saying that if you think the universe isn't the same, I think it is the same. They're just.
Hilary Duff had an amazing LinkedIn page.
You know what? When Shoshana goes to that She Work event,
yes,
it's Hillary would be there. It's when Abbi goes to visit her cool art school friend, and everybody who's cool with a job is there, Hilary Duff would be there. It's just we aren't seeing it. We're not seeing it.
You know when they try to get to the wedding, and Abbi has that weird friend. What's her name?
Oh, Blondie.
What's her name? Blondie. That's kind of the same vibe.
Legit.
That is what Hilary Duff's character would look like living in the world of Broad City.
No, she wouldn't be as crazy as that girl fucking her cousin. Her brother?
Her brother.
Her straight up twin brother.
Her straight up twin brother.
Don't say that about my girl Hillary.
I know, twincest.
Not to fight with you, but it's
Go
like
ahead. No, I need you to say this.
Whenever somebody says anything that's not absolutely positive about Hillary Duff, I get very mad.
Yeah, well, I will say it's like if you are a 26-year-old and your impulse is to hang out, even though they are being secretive about it, with a 40-year-old because that's kind of the vibe you're on. It's like, well, how cool are you?
Well, but she was being tricked.
Yeah, but still, it's just an interesting show to watch if you want a show that talks about Brooklyn during this specific time period of the hipster revolution from an older lens. So someone who's kind of an outsider, both the characters Sutton Foster, and also like Darren Star looking at the world of Brooklyn and writing of that experience instead of the more Lena Dunham, Abbi and Ilana take.
Yeah, so if you want a show that's like a little bit bad and kind of not written as well, Younger is definitely
Absolutely, that's the way to go.
Show.
And it's funny that these are both considered comedies, but absolutely not written like that.
What's new with you though?
That's kind of my life is TV.
Okay.
And for me, TV right now is the show Younger and the TV show Suits.
I've been taking a 45-minute fitness class every day all year, and I needed to do laundry, and so the way I wore like the worst workout outfit today, but it's like fine because it's like nobody I know is gonna see me. I'm taking bar. I look fucking stupid in my outfit. My hair looks dumb as hell. I literally am giving off loser vibes. At the end of class, the woman who's been next to me the whole time is like, "Hi, sorry, but I feel like I recognized you." And I was like, "From what?" And she's like, "Do you host that show Girl Church?" It's the owner of the bar.
Oh my God.
Cafe Bellerica. And she's like, "I recognize you from the poster you send in the emails."
You're like, I thought your head was bigger.
And I was just like, oh God.
Right.
Now the owner of this bar like has seen me in my worst workout outfit being so not cool. But she was being really sweet.
I know, because you know what? She's probably thinking the same thing about you. She was like, oh my God, a girl who hosts Girl Church is seeing me in my worst workout outfit.
But her outfit was awesome. It was aloe.
Yeah, but you have to understand that was her worst outfit.
Oh, it's like I was wearing Amazon Prime sweat.
It is the high and low of like, I belong to a very cheap gym, but people wear Lululemon there all the time. But you can go to Equinox and Amazon.
Literally, and I'm the living embodiment of that truth. But it was just like, you think you're safe in New York. You're never safe.
No.
People are always watching.
Yeah, and that's a big point.
So keep that in mind.
Well, I can't wait to dive into this episode.
I know. I'm so excited for our guest today.
Yeah, me too. Dear friend.
Cross dissolve. Joining us on the couch is the one the only Sofia
Dobrushin. Do we get it?
Yeah. Try it. You can do it. Dobrushin.
It's so
Boom.
Russian. It's crazy.
I know, right?
I just want to start off season 2 just giving a note that it's like, we will get into it, of course. It is so awesome how popular the show got between season 1 and 2 to see the celebrity cameos.
Oh my God, I know.
It is.
This is episode 9 of season 2. So what do you mean just starting season 2?
No, I'm just meant to like, it's just
the rant.
Don't immediately. Her first words are attack.
I'm just trying to be the listener's ear.
I'm noting to you that it felt like season 2. Yes, and is this another call out? And we experienced it other parts in the season. But again, season 2, episode 9, we're getting a Kelly Ripa. That is a big moment.
Ripa
who
reveal.
else? Oh,
that shows like how Alicia exactly.
And David Wayne randomly.
Now who is David Wayne?
So he's a comedian that was in The State, like the show, and he's basically he was like in Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
He dated a former employer of mine randomly.
Whoa.
I don't know if she would be happy with me saying that, but I didn't.
But we're happy.
I didn't sign
yeah.
No, we don't have that kind of paperwork here.
I didn't say her name. But yeah, and that was awesome for me to find out when the reveal of the orgy cuck.
Oh, that's David.
That's David. I interned at UCB after this season.
Oh my God.
And so I was like in the trenches at UCB.
You interned at UCB during the filming of season 3 of Broad City?
Girl, I interned at UCB and worked there for a bit, and then I also met Amy Poehler when I was there, and I have so many stories about running into Ilana and Abbi, and I was helping usher people to their live show at like Del Close Marathon, and,
Wait, we are
people kept
sitting on the
thinking it
couch
was
with
me.
royalty.
Everybody thought I
You
was
were
Ilana.
Ilana?
And I was like, no, I'm just wearing a romper.
I thought it was Alana, but I'm just wearing a romper.
Yeah, literally. Well, I
so-
said it off camera, but I want to say it now. We are so honored to have you in the studio for this specific episode. It could not be more cosmic.
Cosmic.
It feels cosmic. I have like another cosmic note. It's really random and we're
Oh my
jumping all
God.
over the episode. But
But you're allowed to.
okay, great. So at one point when Alia and Ilana are like mid coitus, her arm is in it and she's like, oh my God, we even have the same tattoo. And it said 128. And rip, David Lynch passed away yesterday. That's when we're recording, just so you feel real time and you understand.
Yeah.
And then we watched Blue Velvet, and the house number immediately, the first house number you see is 128. And I watched them back to back, and I got chills.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I was like, cinema is fate, and this right now is fate.
I am dying to ask the question if those things are connected or just connected for you.
That's what I was wondering too. Well, I said that to my boyfriend. He's like, well, maybe that's why she
the
got
fact
the tattoo.
I know. Well, the fact you have a boyfriend every time shocks me.
You know, he's a twink. So
Yeah.
Wait,
kinda
jealous.
works.
That's my dream.
and you know what? You can dream it and you can
Right.
believe it.
Inter-tribe
You can achieve it.
relationships are the new big thing.
Well, yeah, I think it's like also just to note that the writers of the episode, right, are Paul W. Downs
Downs.
and Lucia Anello, and they also give off just like shouldn't be dating but are bisexual, but I don't actually know if they are, but probably.
Well,
and
wait,
that's kind
yeah.
of like the umbrella term of LGBTQ that I fall under, where it's like gay but also monogamous with a man.
Well, because queer relationships
Totally.
were invented for two bi people of different genders to date, and that's how we
Yeah.
invented queer relationships.
Here's
Oh my
the thing:
God.
a lot of gay people are straight, but a lot of straight people are really gay. And that's what I
Well-
feel like everybody in Bushwick's kind of stressed out. They're confused, and it's like, well,
I
I-
have to say also,
you know what it feels like though? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
no, go.
The conversation we're having right now in Bushwick is like when you go to West Village and you talk about Sex and the City. It's
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
so like that
Yeah.
of course is what the hell you're talking about.
I'm a Miranda.
Yeah.
The whole like Kelly Ripa, Abby Jacobson plotline also just read so like she
Lesbian?
did, yes, and like she had no idea. She got all dressed up in her little number wearing heels to go to
No, I
Kelly
know.
Ripa's house.
That dress absolutely killed me. So if it's not top of mind for people at home, she is wearing the most 2015 dress you could possibly come up with. And it's like a little too big. And then she has to wear shape ups with it. And it's a lot for the eyes to kind of sit in.
But don't worry, we will dive deeper into that when we get to the broad and the butter. But first, girl, we
Yeah.
need to know a little bit about you.
yeah, wait, what's your deal?
Wait, can we
Deal,
try out something
deal.
else?
Yeah.
Because you know what today is? Today is January 16th.
yes.
Well, so it's the 17th, but sure.
And what day did Broad City come out?
January 16th,
So was this-
2012.
Yeah, so we should do.
Okay, ready? Where were you on January 16th?
2012.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
I'm sorry for the listeners at home. I'm
no,
tapping
2014.
2014. Yeah, because 2012 was
Yeah.
2012 is girls,
sorry,
2014 is
that
Broad
was
City.
my bad.
guys. Come on.
I'm off my game. I haven't had
Well,
my
by the
coffee
way,
yet.
you said 2012.
I'm being gaslit. Where was I in January 2014? I was in California, Bay Area, senior in high school, and probably on winter break and smoking a lot of weed and watching this TV show and letting my ex-boyfriend sneak into my bedroom.
Again, it's shocking to hear you had an ex-boyfriend.
They all have been bisexual, Evan. Every single one. Every
Wait.
single one. So
Smoking weed in the Bay Area is something I've never even pictured.
It's very aspirational.
I know, right?
Did
But
you know
that's
Emma
like where it
Chamberlain?
began. No, but you know
Did
who
you
I
know Emma
know.
Chamberlain?
Emma Chamberlain's designer who dresses her.
Oh,
And
Jared.
yeah, he was sleeping in the top bunk with my other ex-boyfriend who was bisexual. They shared a 1-bedroom in the West Village and slept in bunk beds. And now he dresses Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
kinda
god!
huge.
I always think he's dating Molly Gordon, but
But he's dating Owen Thiel
dating
And
Owen
has
Thiel.
been for a while.
for 6 years.
So it's cool that like I'm like, oh, that's a power couple.
Well, ultimately, it is a real power couple of a twink and his handler.
Yeah, that is true. At the end of the day, it's still a power.
Twink and her handler. Is that what this is called?
So you were in the Bay, you were watching Broad City, you were smoking dope, you were sneaking in by boyfriends. And then were you like, well, I've got to go learn the Heralds?
No, but close. Very close. I was like getting into my Prius and was like, this town, they just don't get me in the Bay, this small town in the Bay Area. I gotta get out of here.
You're like, this place is too small for a girl like me.
I know.
And like,
they
by
just
the
don't get
way,
me
if
here.
they didn't get you there, where would they get you?
Bushwick. Trapped.
And not a small town in the Bay Area, though.
Oh, yeah, no. The Bay Area is just like so small, so tiny, and so insular. No.
Are you from Montclair?
I don't even know where that is. I don't know where that is.
It's the setting for Big Little Lies.
They did go to the San Jose pavilion for Disney on Ice in Big Little Lies, and that's where I'm from.
Oh,
the pavilion.
San Jose.
Yeah, San Jose.
Whoa.
We need to leave. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even talked. Sorry, I just love chatting with you. My
No,
deal
please.
is from San Jose. I moved here 10 years ago
Whoa.
for
Gorge.
college.
And why?
Because I'm an actor and director.
Oh no.
Did you have to go to NYU?
No, they didn't accept me. They actually, during my acting interview at NYU, I was like, oh my God, they really liked me. But I remember because the guy who was doing the whole acting audition at the end goes, you really like acting, don't you? And I thought he was being nice. And the longest time I was like, oh.
You know what this?
He was bullying you.
He was bullying me. And that was my first time being bullied and not my last by NYU.
Are you watching Sex Life of College Students?
Students. I love the
Girls.
gender neutral shift. Sex Lives of College Students.
For me, that's what it is.
I was watching it for a while, and then I auditioned for it and got a little butthurt. And so
Now you're
that
mad
is
at that.
painful.
So now I'm just
you
like-
can't watch season 3.
yeah, I'm a
Because in
little
season
like,
3, there's a very famous scene where Gracie Lawrence's character,
Mhm.
who's a person that replaces
that's why I
Renee Rapp.
auditioned
Oh my
for
God,
her.
really?
Yeah.
Well, by the way, she's not. But she is like auditioning for her school musical,
Mhm.
and literally the same feedback you got from NYU is what she got back.
Oh yeah, I know because that's the scene I auditioned with.
Oh,
Oh my
my
God.
God.
For
We
it to
live
be a
in
live
hell.
experience and you still didn't get the role, must kill.
I literally showed up in my Funny Girl Tina Fey shirt that I cut into a muscle cross, and I brought my Uta Hagen Respect for Acting book, and I said, "Bitch, I am her. She is me." But they said, "Not today, but thank you."
You need a father who
Fuck.
directed something.
I know.
It's the one big thing you're missing.
I know. My dad did work for streaming, and that fucked everyone up.
And data.
And yeah, well, streaming like Roku, like he developed the software that we now see Roku City on. But now he's,
No,
disabled.
I don't.
Whoa. Wait a second. You are so Nepo in so many ways.
Yeah.
And then it's
But
like,
actually, I'm like reverse Nepo, where I'm like fighting the good fight, and I'm like, SAG-AFTRA.
We're literally, and like, by the
Stop,
way, my
streamer,
dad invented
stop.
Tubi. We're gonna clarify.
well, my dad invented the cloud.
Yeah, your dad's Quibi, mine's Tubi, and then you're Roku.
My dad's Roku marketing department.
That's cool. I love Roku City. Did he come up with that himself?
No, again, honestly, not. He did not work for Roku. He just developed. He worked on the team that developed. It's really not important. It's
Okay,
basically
okay.
not
Okay, so
important.
what? I actually have an amazing question for
Yeah.
you. Girl, what girl are you?
Okay, shockingly,
No.
Abby.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
I know.
Get off the couch.
Okay, bye. No, I think because ever since I've lived in New York and I moved here, literally the peak of Broad City, no matter where I go, they're like, you look like Ilana. You know you look like Ilana. I'm like, girl, I'm actually Latina. But I do love her. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Give me those earrings. But yeah, I think I've always been like, yeah, no, that's me. I wear bright colors and I'm
Right.
Jewish and have curls. But in actuality, like watching this episode just really reminded me, just like Abbi Jacobson, Abbi in the show, the way she talks to Kelly Ripa, the way she like over processes information out loud. She's talking to the coach. She's like, what are we gonna do, guys? She finds out that like Ilana saved all of the tickets to the Coats.
What are we gonna do, guys? To herself in the closet is awesome.
No, literally. And like, I don't know, I think it's funny because seeing like Abbi and Kelly interact when she goes to her apartment, I like ran into Ilana and Abbi my junior year of college. My mom was visiting, and we were at the Sir Francis Drake bar in the hotel, which famously in Devil Wears Prada, Anne Hathaway's character gets the manuscript for
Harry Potter.
Yeah, for Harry Potter.
Oh my God.
In that bar.
For the twins.
Yeah.
And an extra copy for Miranda to read.
Exactly. From
Of
that guy who
course.
wants to her.
The blonde one.
What do you mean, Harry Potter?
Remember?
The fact
Miranda
that
Priestley's
you're
like,
actually being, no offense, bitch. How dare you not know a scene from Devil Wears Prada?
another New York girl staple.
Yeah, what the hell?
I've seen the movie. I just don't remember Harry Potter being a part of it.
It's
Miranda
by
Priestley's
the way,
like,
it's
you
one
need
of
to get the
biggest
manuscript.
Yeah.
Or you don't show
Oh,
your
Meryl
face.
Streep is like,
Yeah.
get me this early.
It's a titular point where Anne Hathaway's character turns from like being not like flailing at her job to actually being overachiever.
And I
Is
have
that
to
why you
say,
wore this sweater
I was
today?
literally,
Cerulean!
you'll see in the take, my face just now was literally shocked.
What is this, cerulean?
Cerulean. Yeah.
Which is
Cerulean.
actually so funny because I stood in front of my roommate for 20 minutes the other day going, Sienna about this color. And I go, Cian. She goes, no. And then she leaves. It's cerulean. I'm sorry.
This
Cut
is
that.
perfect. No, don't cut that.
It's my truth. I have a question for you, Amelia. Do you want to ask with me?
Girl,
what girl are you?
Oh, that was really good. Yeah.
I have a lot of practice.
Yeah.
I am absolutely Ilana this episode. My obsession with girls who look like me is clinical and it's bad. And I'm always like drawn to a person and I'm like, why am I obsessed with them? And then it's like, oh, because they look exactly like me, but they're more successful
Right.
and cooler. And it's like, all right, yeah, that's why you like them.
That's amazing.
So to kind of see that it was a reminder this episode of like
Literally.
my urge. And when Abbi kind of hugs Ilana on the track and is like, just so you know, they look exactly like you. And she kind of has that aha moment.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been there.
Literally.
I've been there. Where it's like, for so long, I'm like, why can't I get this person off my mind? And it's like, because you want to be them.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know straight girls could do that too.
I
What?
know.
Well, for when you're gay and you want to be someone, it's like you can never, when you're dating and you're gay, you're like, you can't tell if you want to be that person or be with that person.
Totally.
So I am glad to hear that's actually a mutual experience
of
we
the
all
straight
go
community,
through.
too.
Yeah.
Am I straight now?
No, but it's like for comedic effect.
Okay, cool.
Your sexuality is based off what I need for the comedic moment.
And I think
awesome.
that's like a good
Yeah.
place for me.
They're going to put that
sit.
on Fox News.
Yeah. Like, I like that. Girl, what girl are you?
So we're often saying in this show the third character is New York City.
Mm-hmm.
In this episode, the third character is the drug of weed. And
Is the drug of weed.
We're talking dope.
literally,
Marijuana.
and I think I'm not in the sense that I'm smoking weed, but I'm in the essence of like my presence has a similar effect on people that weed does in this episode.
Oh, wow. And
People
elaborate
act
on that.
erratic. You're gonna put all the coat numbers into a tip jar.
Mhm.
Just something crazy is gonna go on,
Mhm, mhm.
and or it's the not disease but disability of ADHD.
Real.
Real, and that's my truth.
It's not a disability. It's differently able.
No, it is. And by the way, I meant to say that, and I just came out with something worse.
Hey, if they have to ask you if you have ADHD and it is under like disability when you're applying for a job, you can say that out loud. Do you know
Right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
My roommates were accusing me of having ADHD because I'm clumsy. And I said, if you knew my ADHD friends, you know I don't have that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
So
You should see the way that this girl edits. But it could
In
be your
the mainstream.
hyperfocus.
right. I don't want to take the
hyperfocus is
test.
editing.
I don't want to take the test.
Your hyperfixation.
Just having a work ethic. Yeah.
Literally.
just having a work ethic. Like people are like, well, you must be autistic. And I'm like,
It is if you have a work ethic, you're autistic, and if you can't work at all, you have ADHD.
I swear to
happens if you have
God,
both?
it's like the fact that I have a full-time job, people are like, oh my God, you're like autistic.
That happened to me yesterday. I was like at a grocery store and they were sampling hard cider, and I got one. I said, "Can I try it with the dog one on it?" Like it had a dog label, and she was like, "Anytime anybody asks for the dog label, I always think autism." And I was like, "So can I try it?"
I'm like, that is an amazing test, by the way.
I know. I
'Cause
was
it's
like,
it
"Okay."
was dog food?
It-
Yeah, it
yeah,
was dog
I was
food.
trying dog food in the grocery store. I was so hungry. I was like, I'm so hungry.
Were you at TJ's?
No, it was at some bougie place in the lower Manhattan.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to love eating the bacon bits dog treats in 5th grade. Whenever somebody double dog dared me.
5th grade sounds about right.
Oh,
and
girl.
you love a theme. Double dog.
You're gonna daring people to dare you. It sounds like.
Me
Do
and my friend had an amazing game where it was just us
Amelia
alone
eat-
at my house
yeah,
being like,
Amelia
let's
eats
double
dog
dog
food.
dare. There's no truths, just dares.
Eat a whole thing of dog. Oh, okay, I guess I will. Don't make me.
She was always putting ketchup in water, and I was like, oh no.
just
Okay,
making,
well, I
like-
think with that we're gonna have to cut to our first break, of course.
And we're back.
Okay, and the story was cut to. Oh, wow, that's weed. Don't do weed. Cut to the Sir Francis Drake Hotel. Me and my mom are drunk because she was there for like a conference, and so I went to her open bar little thing, and we go into the hotel, and I look across the room, and it's Ilana and Abbi and
Oh my
some old
God.
white guy sitting in the corner, like beautifully lit. And I think it was probably around the time of their 3rd season, and everyone everyone up until this point has told me I look just like Ilana, and like I'm destined to meet her. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then I walk into this room as a UCB intern in the Sir Francis Drake Hotel, and I turn and see them, and I was like, I have to go say hi.
Oh my God.
And, at the time, it seemed like a really good idea because that's New York City. You gotta
Right.
just do what you need to do.
Dare to be
Exactly.
audacious.
And be like, wow, this is my moment. This is like what they talk about in the movies. And then I'm going to be her best friend. And so I like walk up to them while they're probably having like an interview to stay on the air. And I'm like, hi, I just have to let you know, I love your work. And everyone says I look like you. And Ilana just goes, yeah, okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. And I was heartbroken. But then Abbi, being Abbi, I mean, they're both amazing. And they were literally in a business meeting. Abbi was like, oh, thank you so much. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. Reading the room. I got to get out of here. And right when I do that, my mom comes in and goes, my daughter loves you so much. And it was devastating, but it also just, it really resonated the whole Kelly Ripa and Abbi Jacobson meeting moment of like, no, I'm destined to go to her house. I'm destined to bring her this. And we were meant to meet at that moment in time. And then just seeing how it all played out was not at all what she expected. No. And then I like apologized to Ilana because I'm mentally ill during a Q&A. And she was like, I don't remember you. I was like, of course.
You apologized during
And
the
then I was
Q&A
like, I'm
is
sorry.
awesome.
I was a college student. I didn't know. And then I was like, and she was like, literally, what are you talking about? And yeah, so
Wait, that's
Yeah.
so powerful. It's hell.
I know. It's
Oh my God. Thank you so much for telling that story too.
I know. I mean,
Kind of ties in perfectly.
Have you ever met any celebrities
You
in
know my Leah Michelle story.
I was queuing you up.
I've met her too. Wait, talk about it.
Should I slander Leah Michelle?
Well,
on our
you need
niche
to speak the
podcast?
truth.
I don't think it's slander if it's just being a child and learning that you shouldn't go
I
up
was
to people.
16. I was with my mom on a focus
Weren't
group.
you like 20?
Focus group.
The story hits better if I say 16.
Evan was about 22 years old.
Evan was 12
It was
years
about
old.
a month ago.
Wasn't it like 2021?
You're asking a lot of mean questions.
It was like Funny
they're
Girl.
They're cruel.
I want you to be honest.
It was way before Funny Girl.
Okay.
It was way before Funny Girl. I
But
was like my freshman year
post-Glee.
of college, maybe.
What
Or it was
about-
early late high
Mhm.
school or freshman year of college.
When your mom tells this story every year at Thanksgiving, she
Was
makes
this-
it
Well, you
seem
can't
like
trust her memory.
Was this Scream Queens era?
Great
That's
question.
a really good question. Wait, you're an amazing interviewer.
Oh, I'm taking over now.
it was like right. It was near the release of Cannonball.
Okay. Well, tell the story.
Okay, get on with cut that, Amelia.
You guys don't know Cannonball? Her lead single of her debut album.
No, sing it. Sing it.
Skyscraper?
Sing it.
No, I can't. I don't know the words.
Well, there you go.
All right.
But you know how to say cerulean.
Literally.
That's important.
Anyway, I was at my family friend's Grain Bowl restaurant in Soho. So it's a safe space for me. And with my mom and her two colleagues, we're sitting at a large communal table. I got the fish. I'm look across. At our communal table, Leah Michelle's in a hoodie with her gay sidekick, not Jonathan Groff. Secondary gay sidekick.
Back up.
Backup gay sidekick. And
On
my mom
deck.
goes, you have to go say hi, because she knows how Glee formed my life. I go, Mom, I can't go say hi. That's Leah Michelle. She goes, Evan, I didn't raise you like this. When you see Leah Michelle, you say hi to Leah Michelle. I go, okay. I walk over to Leah Michelle. I go, no. And by the way, there's no one in this whole Grain Bowl restaurant but me and 3 employees who would never care about Leah.
Well, I mean, that does seem like fate, but continue.
I walk up. I go, hey, Leah, I'm a really big fan. She immediately puts her hand up. She goes, I don't have time for this. Her gay assistant laughing to himself. He loves this moment. He's eating it up to see a young gay twink be literally silenced. I go, okay, well, I was a big fan of you in Glee. And she goes, okay, well, thank you. And then I walk away. I go back to the table defeated with my mom and her 2 colleagues. They go, how did it go? I go, it went fine. And then, of course, I had to reveal to my mom a week later what happened.
So really, moms are to blame, ultimately.
Moms will
In
love
both
you to
of
say
our
hi to
situations,
celebrities.
Yeah,
it's
like-
both of us, our moms telling us to
Right.
disrespect a boundary. And I think that's really key to the story.
Moms empower kids to step over boundaries too much. It must
Literally.
be stopped.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like more celebrities than ever. So you're always running into one in New York City.
I mean, often, I think it was the first time I also ran into a celebrity in New York and was like,
You care
now
about
I know,
them.
I care, and now I know never to do that again.
Right.
Now I know to get in quick, and what I love to be like, love your work, and then and then I just leave.
Oh my God. Anytime I run into a celebrity in the city, I always pretend not to know who they are. And it's like, for who?
That does work. Once I saw Lily Allen and her now ex-husband, but right after the like Architecture Digest
Right.
whole debacle on the F train, and I was like, what are you doing on the F train?
Lily Allen's on the F train.
Lily Allen and her ex on the F train, both of them
The
sitting like this
residuals
the
are
whole time
bad.
going,
Whoa.
like waiting for someone to come up to them.
I hear Bethany Frankel does this on the beaches in the Hamptons.
But she's allowed.
I saw Frances McDormand on the M train,
That checks
Well,
out.
we got to cut to our second break.
and she had like an insane clip in her hair in a way where I was like, only an actress would do this.
Was this when she was doing her blue collar scene or like movie?
It was truly like in September, this past September.
Wait, oh my God, it's huge.
I know. But the only other celebrity I met was, of course, Abbi Jacobson. When she came into my work to order a vegetarian dinner for herself while on tour for her book, I Might Regret This.
Love that book.
And I, of course, tried to be so cool. But when Kelly's like, "What's your name?" and Abbi says the name of her kids or something.
Faith. Yeah.
Faith.
She was
Hope.
Kelly, Hope, Faith.
No, so my parents actually they gave me the name Abbi. Was me as fuck because it's like I had already typed in her name for the order, but I was like, can I get a name for the order? And then I was like, it would be crazy if I spelled it with an I, so I'll put a Y.
Oh my God.
You're nuts.
That's you pretending not to know her.
I was just trying to be respectful, but it's like I would never explain like the sizing of a buffalo cauliflower that intensely unless it was her. Because she was like, if I get the super green Caesar salad and the buffalo cauliflower, is it going to be too much? And I'm like, it is $14, but it's actually a small amount. So you'll be fine.
I literally am dying at all these stories.
Ugh.
I loved her. I remember that moment feeling magical. Every celebrity I've met since has meant nothing to me. But
Yeah.
that one, it's like I felt magic in my heart. And I almost felt this like sense from the universe being like, you could do whatever you want with your life. You should go do it.
I know. What you felt is like how if I've ever met Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Totally. So let's get into the broad and the butter of the episode. So Coat Check, anybody ever worked one?
No, but I actually have an amazing story, but should I save it for a Broad City moment?
Tell it now.
Okay. Are you sure? Maybe it's better for Broad City moment.
We
Trust your
never
gut.
do ours, but
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I one time went to the famous club in New York City called La Caverna.
Oh
which
my
is
God.
really
I
popular
love
for-
La Caverna.
you guys are like kikiing on the couch a lot today.
I
In
know.
a way where I'm
Do you
like,
feel a little, it kind of does it
I'm
feel
just like,
like,
should we switch spots?
no, then it'll be
Yes.
too much like the episode.
It's famous for people that are 21, 22, 23. And if you're past those
Oh.
ages, it's like, by the way, and I was, going there is a scary event. So I went for the first time at 24 to run into my cousin who is 23 and her friend group of dental school students who are 23.
Classic.
They have a famous coat check there for some reason because it's 1,000,000 23-year-olds with Canada Gooses because they went to UMich, but they're based in New York. So they all put their Canada Gooses into the coat check while that day, when I go to club, I always wear a cheap coat Right, because you don't want to
That's
lose a nice
smart.
coat, even if it's at coat check.
Mhm.
You just don't want to like bring your nice coat out because no one's gonna see it. Just keep yourself warm enough. You're drinking a little, so there's no point of overexerting yourself.
What the hell?
You're a doctor now.
I'm leaving the party. Everyone, one after one, the dental school students get their coats back. My brother and his friend get their coats back. Even my cousin's boyfriend gets his coat back. What happens to me? They can't find my children's XL North Face black. I go, are you sure? You got to check again. I give them the code number again. I go, no, we can't find it. 10 minutes of searching. They bring out a North Face vest. They bring out a fleece version. I had puffer. I go, none of these are mine. I go, why don't you just come back here? I am now entering a sea of black Montclair coats, searching for my XL children's North Face puffer. I can't find it. I take a Montclair and leave.
Absolutely. That's only the right thing to do.
And then I felt bad and I
You
came back.
stole a
Wait.
Montclair?
I did come back to next day and exchange coats, which is kind of
Aw.
a coat check moment.
Yeah, for real. And be like, oh my God, I
Wow.
totally grabbed the wrong coat. I'm so sorry. I read it and I thought it said North Face.
Literally. I'm drunk,
I love the part where Abby is like, it's Chanel, and a woman comes up and she's like, just kidding, there's no Chanel. You're a liar. Don't play with me, folks. Don't play with me.
No, and
Oh
that's
my
also the
God.
energy why I relate to her. It's just like out of nowhere.
It's like
she
she's
has all
making
this power. Yeah.
$10 an hour doing this.
Playing mind games.
The passion's there. I do love that Jaime is like, it'll be fun, okay, bye. And then it's, of course, like the way Ilana leaves the situation to go hook up with Alia
Alia.
Alia
Yeah.
Shawkat.
was so you and me dynamic.
The hookup.
No, to kind of like, we're both, you make a mess and then you're like, can you actually fix that? I've got to go meet my person. And I'm like, for sure.
Love conquers all.
I also just loved Alana's opening outfit. Like she takes off the blazer and it's
It's
like
so funny.
mesh
Oh yeah,
pasties
like
with
pasties.
the weed sparkly pasties. That was amazing. And them trying on the coats and pretending to be different people.
Oh my God.
I
Well,
just
coat
love
tells a
that.
story.
A coat does tell a story.
I guess maybe that's why you should bring your nice coat out when you are going to the club even.
All love to hacks, but it's like Paul and Lucia write hacks, right? And then
Yeah.
they wrote this. Why is this so much more fun?
Because it was 2015. But I will say it's so much more fun, but also it
Yeah.
was so like I haven't watched it in a while, and so diving back in, it like was triggering how 2015
Right.
it was. And just like that was the first year I moved into my first ever apartment and like went to Bed Bath and Beyond all because of that show. And just seeing the apartments in there again, I was like, I was taken back. I was taken
Yeah.
back.
And I do think part of the reason that they were able to get Kelly Ripa on this episode is because they incorporated Bed Bath & Beyond into it. I'm sure they got sponsorship money for that.
Oh, 100%.
And the shape ups.
And the shape ups.
Oh my God.
I remember it being so excited to see Kelly Ripa, not because I knew her from the Kelly Ripa show, the morning show, but from the amazing like MayTag dishwasher commercial she used to do.
Oh my God.
She was so good at it because she
You're
has
unlocking something for
she has
me.
like 3 daughters, right? And she's like, how am I supposed to get on top of this? But look how much this stores.
Yeah,
and I
she's
was like,
like-
boom.
And I think that was also maybe my best bisexual awakening seeing those commercials.
I'm like, you auditioned for that role too.
And so I actually was the detergent. I was the little dishwasher tab.
How dare they give it to Gracie? She gets everything.
No, she deserves it.
I do love when she yells, sings. It's really good.
Hey, same.
Well, her thing is appropriation, just like this TV show.
What?
On this TED Talk.
Okay, moving right along. Alia,
Alia Shawkat girl.
Alia and
You know
Ilana
and love
fuck.
her from a
The
million
first
shows.
lesbian sex scene of the show.
Consensual.
Whoa! What?
Oh,
What episode am I
Yeah, what are you
forgetting?
talking about?
Well, just Abby and Alana's whole relationship, of
They
course.
haven't fucked yet.
well, is this
No,
is this
but they're
post the
going close.
dentist episode where they try where she tries to have a
Oh no,
threesome?
That's like the second episode. Wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth.
No, it's cool to see Ilana be bi because she's always talking about it.
Uh-huh.
It's so like I would love to see some girls in the community who say they're bi do something like this.
Well, bi in theory, right?
Yeah.
Don't point at yourself, girl.
And I'm not subtweeting you because it's live.
So you're just calling me out. I'm not
Just saying
subtweeting
it.
you. I'm just
Tell it. Yeah.
rimming, ringing. What is the term?
I think Alia
Ripping
Shawkat-
you a new one.
Have you
Literally.
never talked to Alia?
No, but I also get that anytime. Honestly, it's just wherever I go, they just see freckles and curls and associate me with the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
If you were in my improv 101 class, I'd be like, that's Ilana Glazer.
Well, I feel like I fucked up because I was like interning at UCB when I could be like Ilana Glazer's stand-in, and
No,
I could
I
have got
know.
like paid mad money. And instead, I was like, I one day hope that I'm Amy Poehler.
But then you did.
Yeah.
You probably would have learned more from being a stand-in than the actual UCB.
Yeah. And yeah,
I was
Sure.
a stand-in for Top Chef Canada once.
You were?
What?
I made $50 Canadian.
That's pretty cool.
I'm never tall enough to be a stand-in.
They have short women on the show, I guess. But I'm looking up. Do you ever find yourself attracted to somebody who looks exactly like you, or not really?
You know, no, I think I've tried. Like whenever I was like on Field or on a dating app and I'm like swiping and I'd see someone with even my name, I'd be like, it's just too close. It's just too close for comfort. And then
Right.
people that look like me too, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm an only child. I've only been attracted to white men. And I'm bisexual. And so, yeah, I don't think someone that looks like me would work. I don't know. What about you? Said yes. You said yes earlier.
Yes.
Totally, 100%.
I've never dated anyone who looks like me, but I've thought about it.
What about you?
I thought you would never ask.
I almost
I
didn't.
actually don't know how to necessarily answer this question because my look to me is described as unique.
Relatable.
My mom the other day was like, your brother looks like an Abercrombie model. I go, what about me? She goes, you have a unique look.
I think your brother has a unique look too.
Yeah, he does. But also Abercrombie model.
Oh, is that because you posted that picture of you looking like his manager or something?
It's my beautiful story and I have to tell it.
Yeah, I mean-
yeah, but I will say I will hook up with people that have similar vibes to me, which
Yeah.
I think is even worse in a way.
To love your aura so much.
Yeah. Wait, what do you think?
I think looks, it's more vain. To love somebody's
No.
personality.
To be vain for a second, what about me personally?
So for the most part, you don't really let me see a clear image of anyone you kiss.
You're always in the room. Girl, like, look to the left.
To me, they don't really look like you, but they're definitely a twink
Yeah,
Aw.
no, that's not true.
or a bear
I love
Yeah,
the discourse.
The two.
or a otter.
A botter.
The whole
A
zoo.
bottom otter, yeah.
A bottom.
A botter.
A botter otter. A bottom otter.
Huh. No, I actually don't have that disease.
Yeah, neither do I.
I am so obsessed with girls who look like me,
Well, there's a lot.
but there's just so many of them, and so a lot of them are doing cool things. You know
Well,
what I
the
mean?
thing
Right?
about men is like if you have brown hair and you weigh a certain amount, you always end up looking the same.
Yeah.
It's like it's
It's
hard
the-
to leave that
yeah.
that area.
I do think there is something like psychological where like you're naturally drawn to
No, you are.
similar.
You
but
are.
I love
It's a scientific fact.
I love Alana's speech at the end where she's like, the most fun part about sex is fucking people who are different.
Yeah, that really put into perspective. I also just felt kind of weird watching it because they're like having sex and I'm, prepping for this episode knowing that
You haven't had sex.
we ever. And just looking at them, I was just like, wow, this feels like narcissistic on a whole new level of just like watching them have sex and being like, I felt like I was in between there.
Right, well, because the whole conversation of them actually having sex together, and we like talked about this a second earlier, where this is Alana's first lesbian sex on the show. It's like, well, there's a famous trope that when lesbians and gay guys too, but when queer people start hooking up, they often always hook up with someone that's their doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a conversation we have around Taylor Swift, where she's like, I'm a new lesbian, so she's only like hooking up with like
Carly Kloss. or
yeah,
whatever.
literally, exactly.
Yeah.
Like other tall blonde women.
Yeah.
She's never like rumored to hook up with a brunette, you know?
Well, I'm interested. I have a question. Have you ever had hookups that was so like that? It was just so organic with Alia and Ilana. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
written.
But they
Obviously,
didn't even
it's a
speak.
TV show, guys. It's a TV
But
show.
they didn't even speak.
They didn't even speak. They just saw each other and shared a cannoli, and that was it. Like,
Legit.
has that ever happened to you where you've had that like sense of connection with somebody?
I know Amelia's answer.
No, not once. That's not a part of my story at all. But I'd be open to it. Actually, I don't think I would be.
Okay.
I just feel like for her to walk up to her at the party and immediately make out, it's like if that happened to me, I would call the authorities.
Well, also, I think this
It's
was
of
like,
course surreal.
no.
I know. I understand that it's the 1-800-CONTACTS commercial, but
Well, because it's
When she takes her contacts out after they fuck? Is that what you're talking about?
no, I'm talking about when they do like a soap opera themed 1-800-CONTACTS commercial.
I'm like, you keep
I'm really
evoking
bringing up old
we're like, we were talking about
ads.
Devil Wears Prada. You're like, have you seen MayTag?
the MayTag ad, the 1-800.
Here's my cultural reference.
But honestly,
it's like
relevant.
the contacts
Like-
get shipped to your house, and the husband and the wife is like, I'm ordering them directly to the door, and he's like, "Ugh, but they won't have anything for my special eyes. And then she like shows him the box, and he's like,
it's interesting where you thought you were gonna go.
I have no idea what is happening.
he's like,
I'm trying to be a really good guess, but I don't know what the fuck is going on.
he's like, my brands. And then it's like to prove that
So my parents paid for premium, thank God, growing up, so I didn't have the ads you did.
Parents paid for premium.
premium what?
Streaming.
It wasn't streaming. It was back
In
it was Time
cable
Warner
days.
Cable. Don't be mean to
Okay,
me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Ageism.
You're being classist and ageist and homophobic.
Yeah, my big three.
Your star rising moon.
Let's talk about Kelly
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm
Abby.
actually not done talking about lesbian sex.
Oh, go.
I have
Oh.
about 40 more minutes on lesbian sex.
What's cool
before-
about Evan is they've really found a way to make their vertical videos start going viral, and it's just to bully and make fun of lesbians.
What? No.
All your videos are like, lesbians be like this.
No, my most okay. Fine, I understand that could be your truth, but my truth of the matter is actually uplifting the lesbian community with my videos.
I feel like it's more that you just aspire to.
I do.
Yeah.
The whole video is like, do you guys laugh yourself to sleep every night by how happy you are that you don't have to ever have a man in your room?
I mean, I have the same questions.
Yeah, exactly. You have the same questions.
Yeah.
Girl, you don't have to have a man there.
I know, but he's the last good one.
Right.
They always are.
Every bi
I
girl
know.
says that.
I know. It's a disease.
They're like, you have to understand he's a woman every time. LOL.
Give it time.
No, I'm sorry for attacking your lesbian
No, I understand,
content.
but
Go on.
my problem is that people do think sometimes my TikToks are not as female friendly as they should be. But my problem is I don't even think about men, so I'm always commenting on women's lives, positive and negative.
Mhm.
I'm the Darren Star of TikTok.
Well, it feels like queer discourse.
Right, exactly.
You do like to talk about women's stories, which
Yeah.
a lot of people don't. So that is
Famously,
empowering.
the name of this
Famously.
podcast.
I don't ever watch male media, so I don't.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Impressive.
Like even if
Like, what do you mean?
like if a man's on TV, I'm not really paying
It's
attention.
kind of like how
Hmm.
TV just started letting women be bad people
Mhm.
in their stories. It's
Right.
like Evan has consumed enough female content that they can now be like, women can be bad.
So true.
It's like sometimes when I watch an episode of TV that's 25 minutes long, it's only 12 for me because I'm only like paying attention to the
Or you're watching it
girls.
on, like, double
speed. Like Glee was kind of just a Leah Michelle rant.
You
Yeah.
got a Bechdel filter.
Yeah. Okay, we can go. Now we can talk about Kelly. I feel comfortable going there.
Okay, let's get into it. Kelly Ripa,
Mhm.
gotta say, deserves an Emmy for her guest star role in this episode.
Literally.
The ability for her to really just commit, it seems like something only a woman who's done years of improv comedy could pull off, and yet it's daytime America's sweetheart Kelly,
Which is improv in a way.
Well, I was gonna
Which I
actually
know.
say
It's
it's improv in a way.
she
well,
does improv every
Also,
day.
just, I have to say, her drunk acting, phenomenal.
oh
Oh
my
my God.
she knows how to be on drugs and alcohol.
Literally. The fact that I was mesmerized by her performance from beginning to end. I want her to be on more TV, not just being herself, though. I want to see, like, I want her to have a Pamela Anderson pivot
Uh-huh.
where, like, all of a sudden Kelly Ripa is, like, an Oscar nominee.
No, well, my whole
It's like Nicole Kidman and Kelly
Yeah.
up for the Golden Globe.
Now, that would be a lesbian biopic I would watch, or period piece.
baby.
Baby.
Hell.
Like baby girl, but they're both baby. Sorry.
No, I knew what it was rooted in. I just didn't know if that made
I just
any
love
sense.
us looking at you like, yeah.
Girl. Is that better?
Yeah.
I will say we only call someone a good actress most of the time when they're not traditionally an actress.
I know, but here's the thing: when Shania Twain guest stars, it's not like this.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I was just talking about this upstairs. So it's like when Rihanna's in Battleship, it's like she didn't do that so great of a job. But when Beyonce does Austin Powers, like that was pretty cool and
That
awesome.
was like character acting.
Yeah. Sorry.
no, I agree. She killed it, and I love the joke of the she has so many gift baskets, and Abby just literally what
That's the way you said gift baskets was funny.
gift baskets. Abby being Kelly drunk being like, I'm throwing this out the window. Abby, you better throw one out the window before I get back from peeing. And it's like, of course, Abby didn't have to do that, but she is so stressed and wants to impress Kelly so bad, but she's so afraid to kill someone by dropping a gift basket out the window. She is shoving the basket in the smallest trash can
In the like
She's-
Airbnb they
Yeah.
rented to film this night.
What's the like sex
It's
dungeon?
the BDS.
Yeah, the
like,
closet.
what is it called? Pantry? BDSM
Lazy
pantry.
Susan.
Yeah, literally that. I just couldn't stop thinking about Mark, Kelly Ripa's husband, in that suit,
I
the
know.
latex
Legit.
suit. Sorry. Okay, I said it.
Sorry, lock her up.
Wait, how long have they been married for?
Long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hot in Riverdale.
And now they both see he's been able to act, but what about Kelly Ripa?
Well, she's not traditional actress.
I mean, but she should be.
She's too busy
racking in
Having one of the most popular
billions.
daytime shows
Yeah.
of all time.
hanging out with Ryan Seacrest.
I know she really got. I'm thinking of what is his name? Reagan? No,
Oh, what's that evil guy?
Reagan. No, the guy.
Oh,
Pat.
Regis. But he's gone.
Reagan and Ripa. Yeah, no, he's.
Now, that's a
no, I'm
ticket I
saying.
can
I
get
know. I'm like
behind.
Rip.
Literally, bitch.
Rip Regis.
Regis and
Was Regis
Kelly.
alive
Kelly.
during that episode? Probably.
Yes.
Were they still hosting the show together?
He died
He's
fairly
dead?
recently.
This is dramaturg. I'm so sorry, Amelia. I'm so
okay,
sorry.
I'll answer a few questions.
Oh God.
To answer your earlier question, is he dead? Yeah. When did he pass away? I think like 2019.
Okay, we're gonna finish talking about Kelly and Abby when we get back from the break. Should we talk about Abby's obsession, her queer obsession that she doesn't know is
Just
queer?
the closeted excitement for seeing Kelly Ripa and like the immediate dedication. Like it took her so long to fuck Jeremy, and immediately she's like, I'm going to Kelly Ripa's house. I don't know. I just feel like I should. And I was just like, girl, yeah, totally.
I wonder what that's about.
I wonder what that's about, huh? No, yeah. And then like, I don't know. It was just so closeted of her to run away when she could have like had an orgy with Kelly Ripa too. I keep saying
Legit.
Kellogg's Ripa.
Kellogg's Ripa.
Well, I'm like, don't you think the best four-way into having sex with a woman is having two men in the room as well?
No.
No, exactly.
No. I love though that it's like Abby's obsessed. She's already intimidated, but then it's like Kelly gets so drunk and starts making her stretch with her, and she's like, "I actually
Are we back?
yes."
Okay, sorry.
This whole time,
Are you crying?
and I was like, "Wait a second!" Like, Abby's actually too scared. Like, it's no longer I'm intimidated by this famous person. It's I'm intimidated to find out how this girl is.
And like the truth of that, like Leah Michelle.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, my brain can't stop thinking about like Kelly Ripa has a type. And it's men with big arms.
Oh my
'Cause the prostitutes look a lot like her
They were very
husband.
Dorito
Yeah,
body.
exactly. Her husband's famously built. Crazy.
Well,
I
she's
wouldn't-
ripped too.
Kelly Ripa's ripped too.
She was ripped in that like what is it, Gap tee she was
Oh
wearing.
my God, yeah, legit. The V-neck.
Like I could see a vein
well,
popping
she's
out.
she's ripped in a mom way. Where it's
Yeah.
like that body's built by Pilates
And shape ups.
and shape ups.
Yeah.
What and exactly? And I of course I know the answer, but what the hell is a shape up?
It's this awesome type of sneaker that engages like your hamstring more than a typical shoe.
And your calf muscle.
Yeah, and your calf. So as you wear them in your day to day, you get legs for days.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It was like huge for moms in my neighborhood, and their calves were awesome. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it led to some problems though. I want to look up like Shape Up's lawsuit.
No, well, a lot of these things like shake weights I think gave people carpal tunnel.
Wait,
We'll
what?
link below the kind of like
The articles.
the articles associated with these issues.
yeah. JStore.com.
We need to start doing a bibliography for this podcast.
Don't give me more work. Jesus Christ.
A bibliography.
Oh,
Like, you already
An
made
encyclopedia.
17 TikToks and upload them to YouTube Shorts. Jesus.
So funny.
Okay,
Okay, I have an amazing question for you. Again, we have someone. Thank God.
Thank God we stay curious.
What is your Broad City moment?
So the first year I lived in New York, I was going down to St. Mark's Place, which is famously the next episode. So it's sort of
Yeah.
connected.
Foreshadow for us.
Foreshadow. And it was me with a bunch of friends. We were going to St. Mark's Place to do karaoke and drink.
Sing.
Yeah. And also there was this Thai food restaurant that would give us all Long Island iced teas, and it definitely got closed down for contributing to alcoholism at NYU and other New York City colleges. And
Which you didn't go to NYU. So
no,
yeah.
that's why I'm slandering NYU instead of my own school. That
Cooper Union.
Yeah, no, worse. Just got bought by Northeastern New York, so now
my
my
God.
college doesn't exist.
Marymount.
cool.
Yeah, go Griffin. But yeah, anyhow, I was walking. We were going down. We were really excited. I was like, New York is beautiful and anything is possible. And then we turn and we see this gentleman sticking his hand in the trash can, and he proceeds to pull out a rat by its tail and looks at us in the eyes and goes, "Dinner time," and then licked the rat, and we all just screamed bloody murder and proceeded to get
Oh my God.
Violently
Was the
drunk.
rat dead or alive?
It was alive. It was moving. And I was like, is this man's pet rat? Is this like a thing he does? Is this like clowning?
Yeah. On St. Mark's, it's probably clowning.
My God.
But that is a Broad City moment, I feel like.
It's very like lobster vibes.
lobster vibes.
Have you ever seen like a guy hold a lobster before? A living lobster?
What? No.
You've never done
Did you
lobster
hear that,
races
or
on
is
your
that just
kitchen
me?
floor?
Yeah, if you guys at home are hearing that giant car beep, that is somebody's fault.
Okay, well, that's an
It
amazing
ended
Broad
right
City
when we-
moment, of
I
course.
can't. So did you guys just stand and scream, or did
Yeah,
you scream and run?
we stood, screamed, I think processed a little bit, and then ran. But I think that was also my first initiation to New York of like major dissociation, you know?
Totally. I saw the biggest dead rat today leaving
Mhm.
the gym, and it was just so freshly big, and it was just alive. And it's like, it shocked me. I wasn't ready for it because I was kind of on Instagram on my phone.
Yeah.
And this man walking like the opposite way as me, like saw me see it, saw me be spooked, and smiled. And I was like,
Evil. Well, I feel like
Some
they're
people's
getting stronger.
pain is other people's pleasure.
The birth control is giving them side effects.
right. It's so cool that
Wait,
they
are
were
the
like,
rats on birth control?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
rat
how
czar
they're-
was like, now you get a Mirena and you get a Mirena
Wait, how are they giving them birth
in the
control?
water.
Are we drinking that water too?
I hope so. I want my tits to get bigger.
that is such a positive outlook.
New York City water is the best.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time. Are you a schoolgirl or are you getting schooled, girl?
Well, I just became a water aerobics instructor, so I think I'm schooling.
The
You're a
secret birth
schoolgirl.
thing.
No, just kidding. I have no idea. What can you explain that a little bit more?
By the way,
Reduce,
no.
reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
Oh, I am recycle.
Who would you rather have go down on you, Michael Bublé or Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson.
Did you have fun being in a closet in high school?
I never left.
Are you the guardian of the coats?
I am the guardian of the code.
What's your name again?
Phoebe Bridgers.
What do you think about sitting camera right?
I think it's good. I don't know.
Would you ever hook up with a Catholic person?
I have, and I would never do it again.
Do you
That
know
question's about Amelia.
Sorry, girl.
She's like, uh-oh.
I'm Protestant? And
so
he
is my boyfriend. My bisexual
Oh
boyfriend's
my
also
god,
Protestant.
I want to meet that guy.
Oh wait,
do
no,
you-
he's not.
Do you? What is he?
I think Episcopalian.
That's
I get
That's
them confused because
Protestant.
I'm dyslexic.
No, that's
That's my
Protestant.
thing.
Well, I'm taking it. I know. I mean, anyhow. Sorry. Keep rapid firing.
That's actually your learning difference.
Do you? Do you know someone you could call to make the call?
I feel like yeah, I could just call people I actually know sex workers. So
Yeah.
Totally. I'm like, actually, in the modern day, it's like everybody's friends with a girl on
They're
OnlyFans.
obsessed with sex workers this specific season. Because episode before this,
Kirk Steele.
Kirk Steele.
yeah.
It is half the episode is hinging on Abbi blackmailing someone for sex work.
I think it was part of the millennial sexual revolution
Yeah.
that we have this stepping stone. And to us, it feels a little bit dated, but that's because it was 10 years ago.
No, I agree.
No, I know.
agree.
It's the first time I've heard prostitute said over and over again in like modern media.
Legit. And I'm like, those two girls would never say that.
They'd say hooker.
Yeah. Okay, last question. Would you rather have dinner with Jesus of Nazareth or Kanye West? This question ages
Both
really
bipolar
well.
kings.
Yeah, Yeezy or Jeezy?
What if we had like a 3-way?
Whoa.
Well, thank you so much for being on the pod.
That's the end.
That is the end.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on social at Neon Babushka. You can find me on
My
like
book?
a niche episode of TV to give me royalties.
Girl,
That'd be
I
great.
loved you in Mean Girls, the musical,
Oh,
the movie.
thanks, baby. It was an honor and a privilege.
Literally, bitch. What's a niche episode of TV?
I'm in an episode of that show We Crashed on Apple TV with Anne Hathaway and Jared Leto, and I yell at Anne Hathaway about her not being a feminist.
That's going to be epic when we make you a guest on our IMDb page.
Yeah, and when you do Girls Rewatch podcast for We Crashed, right?
That's next.
We crash Uber.
What?
Isn't that what it's about? Uber?
It's about We Work.
Oh my god, it is.
But
By the way, there's an Uber one that came out at the same
Uber.
time.
We crashed our Uber.
I'm so sorry. Well, yeah. Well, that's a great
fine.
note
I'm getting
to end
offended
it.
that
You
you don't know the
guys,
show.
hey, no, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you had fun.
I'm feeling so dumb right now.
And we'll be back next week with the season 2
and
finale.
Please find us on Patreon.
Please, for
subscribe
the
there,
love of God.
rate and review on Spotify and our
Somebody-
Apple podcasts.
And TikTok if it's
we
still
used to
around.
be a 4.1
Subscribe.
rated
We're
podcast.
4.2.
We went back down to 4 because somebody put 1 star and the subject is period and the comment is period.
On period.
And I said, well,
Cut that out.
Sorry,
Stop me
my-
saying that.
I was drunk.
anyways, bye.